Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Hello everybody, welcome to the technical analysis of the Forex market. Today the 23rd of February, and since we have started to talk from the beginning of this week about the Aussie dollar, I think that we will continue to talk about it today. Well, yesterday's price action was really strong. The market has shown a nice sell-off to the downside after the weekend in the United States on President's Day. So the demand for the US dollar is rising significantly due to some escalation of the conflict in Ukraine and Libya. So that's why this was really a special demand for the US dollar and the Japanese yen. But yes, the market has shown some retracements and pullback to the upside. Well, our yesterday's conversation has been focused on this possible breakout of this area and this ABC pattern. So market has hit lower body of this triangle that is forming currently, and just around this area we can see the strong area of support. This is the low border of this triangle. Weekly pivot support 1, monthly pivot point around 99.32. Also this is the 618 support from the whole swing to the upside. Fibonacci support also stands in this area. Well, currently it's almost impossible to say will market break this level to the downside or not, but I can say that first of all, daily trend is bearish. I do not see any directional patterns that could be traded currently in the daily time frame, because market just standing in the range, calling this triangle pattern. There's no long-term direction currently. Okay, although our long-term analysis on the weekly time frame still suggests that possibly in the medium-term perspective market could show some breakout of these highs. But currently this scenario has been not negated by the market yet. Well, what do we see now? What patterns we can see here? First of all, we can see some butterflies. First of all, this butterfly, larger butterfly, started somewhere above this picture. Okay, it's a bit longer term. And the shorter term butterfly is forming currently. Look at this. This is left wing of the butterfly, and this could be the right wing with the target 127 expansion around 1.022.3. Okay, somewhere right here. Well, will this butterfly form or not? It's very difficult to say currently. But if you have the bullish bias on the market and you have the possibility and you're aggressive trader, you can try to anticipate the appearing the target of this butterfly. This could be done with the stops somewhere below these lows, because if market will take these lows, this butterfly will be cancelled by price action. So as you know, the rule of the butterfly that the initial swings should hold the all later price action except the extension of the butterfly to the 127. So that's personally my view on the current daily time frame. I do not see any daily patterns that could be traded. I think that currently on the Aussie dollar we should focus on the possible intraday trading with the shorter targets that could be inside the swings, like something like this inside this swing, because currently in this triangle we very shallow things that we can do in general. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart we can see here, first of all, this is butterfly is a bit larger, okay, with the target 10223. It's right here. Daily trend still bearish, but it's near the crossing of the lines based on MACD. Now we see one a bit shallow directional pattern. This is the Jordan Napoli bread and butter context for the possible bread and butter trade. We can see a nice thrust to the downside. It's not very perfect, but still it's not bad. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bars to the downside of the thrust. That's not bad. Okay, and possibly we can make the short-term scalp bread and butter sell pattern. As you can see, market has hit 3 to resistance from this swing to the downside. So possibly we can sell somewhere around here if we will find some signs of weakness, some sell signals on the 5-minute chart, on the 15-minute chart, with the target around 19.70. This will be the scalp trade on the 4-hour chart, but this is the single directional pattern that could be traded currently on the Aussie dollar. Well, just above the market, next resistance 10058 from this whole swing to the downside. And weekly pivot point, it's right here, 10033. So I think that currently it's too early to establish any long positions, because daily trend is bearish. Market has shifted trend to the downside very quick on Monday, although the market was thin due to the President's Day in the United States. 4-hour trend is still bearish, and although market hasn't broken the support area on the daily time frame, the triangle and the monthly pivot point, 618 support is right here, has been not broken yet. But generally I think that it's too early to establish any long positions, or maybe it could be the scalp trade on the hourly chart or lower time frames, but not on the daily time frame. Currently I see only this pattern that could be traded with more or less solid probability, because this is directional pattern and direction overall strength. Well, still, if you want to anticipate the appearing of the butterfly, you can do this, enter for example from some retracement with stops just below these lows. It's relatively tight stop, so possibly it will worth to do that, because risk reward ratio is very solid. It's risk is reward, possible reward of this trade. So anyway, be careful, because market is standing in the range. There's no long-term directional on the market, so I think that we can do on the intraday scalp trades. One of them is currently better bread and butter sell on the 4-hour chart.